you will be running for the parliamentary elections come January the 11th. How prepared are you?
I believe I'm prepared. I think the people of St. Martin know who I am. I have a Monday morning podcast. Faithfully, every Monday I try to come on and explain to people what's happening in their country and what my point of view is on it, and now also what the party's point of view is, the Now Party's point of view is. And naturally, these are pointers that are embedded in our manifesto that will be launched very soon.
Why now?
You know, a lot of people ask me that question, and I have one simple answer. Chris genuinely loves the people of St. Martin and believes in uplifting them. That's why also nation, opportunity and wealth. He seriously believes in it. And I've looked around, I know most of the politicians, they ain't that genuine. Election time, everybody throws on the fake smile and goes out there and gives a story, but they ain't genuine. I can't say that for Chris. Chris is genuine. And I think that was enough for me. We can work well with each other. We complement each other. We don't always agree, you know. People believe that we like, a glue. But no, we like fire and water. When it's on certain topics, we can oppose each other. But that's okay. We have a respect for each other where we can compromise and still get the best out of what we are doing for the country. It's not about Chris. It's not about Buncamper. It's about country St. Martin. That's what Now is about.
Tell me about the Now team. What's going on? Has it taken shape?
I think we have about 13 to 14 candidates right now. We are finalizing 2 more candidates, and that will be our slate that we most probably will be contesting with. I think we're going to be any place between 16 and 20 people. I don't think we are going to go for the amount of people on the list, but we are more going for the quality of the people we are putting on the list.
The Tuesday nights, when I see you as well as your leader of the Now Party, Christopher, engaging and taking calls, there's a lot of views that comes. There's a lot of people tunes in on Tuesday night. How does that make you feel?
I am happy because I'm a firm believer in informing the people correctly. Let them make the choice that they believe is the right choice by giving them the information. Even if that choice is not up your alley, you at least have given them proper information that they can make a choice that they believe is the right choice, instead of just feeding them what you want to feed them to ensure you guide them to your pen. Sometimes you got to let that bird fly, and if that bird comes back, you know it was always meant for you.
Mondays, the Monday morning, 9 a.m. We never know what you're going to say. I don't think there are going to be any regrets. But tell me about how that has been going.
You know, that podcast started off when, actually, just before I got suspended, I was busy with it because sometimes I didn't have enough time on the floor of Parliament. So I would do a show to still bring out what I thought and what I believe people needed to know. But when I got suspended, I said, I cannot fall out of public's eye. I must remain relevant. And to do that, I said, let me start this podcast, What's Cooking St. Martin, a chat with MP Buncamper. And I was completely surprised at how it took off and the name it made for itself. People ask me sometimes if I don't come on a Monday, well, you sick? You off island? Well, what going on? And the WhatsApp started coming, phone calls. And I thought, well, now today I can't make it. I'm feeling too good. Or when I was in court, I couldn't make it on that Monday. So I would give a special afterwards. But no, I think that program has helped me inform the people truthfully on what's really happening. And the different, I come with what they sometimes call taboo topics, but no topic is taboo in the world of today. We need to be honest with each other. We need to understand that child molestation is not allowed. You can't find a way to justify it. Crime, armed robberies are not normal. These are not things that you can justify by saying people are hungry, people are this. No. Talk about it. I brought up once a topic, with equality in marriage, and people said, oh God, call Chris, what are you talking about that for? We in the church. Has nothing to do with the church. Had nothing to do with the government because they're separated, first of all. It had to do with the right of a person making a choice. And that choice can be whatever they so desire. These are human rights that we have, and we must be able to talk about them. We don't have to agree with each other, but at least let's respect each other's opinion when we go with it.
There's also a controversial topic that you've always been championing as well, with the legalization of weed and so forth, as economic diversification and so forth. Let's talk about that.
Well, I don't think it's a controversial topic. It's a topic where people don't want to accept the reality of the country we are in and the reality of the world around us. They are legalizing cannabis throughout the Americas, in South America, throughout the Caribbean, and in Europe, it's being legalized in different locations. Why are they doing that? Because it is so embedded into the populations, the usage. Again, there's a big difference when we say legalize cannabis or legalize some substance that has been laced with all kind of chemicals. I'm talking about the herb weed. Any place, a lot of Rastafarians use it in their religious belief, and in Antigua there's a whole group that can use it and legally plant it. But now they have gone a step further in Antigua, they've gone a step further in St. Kitts, in the BVI, in the USVI, down in Castries in St. Lucia itself, down in St. Vincent, Grenada, where they are legalizing the sale of it. Now what we are saying here in St. Martin is we need to legalize it and at the same time have a tolerance policy, so that if you find somebody with it, you don't lock them up. If it is 5 plants in their yard or 5 grams in their pocket, hey, move on. Just don't smoke it in front of a school. I say hold it to 18 years. If a child cannot drink alcohol before he's 18 or can't drive a car before he's 18, he shouldn't be smoking weed before he's 18 either. I firmly believe let's put a straight line, let's keep the line synchronized. But I think the economy, the tax reform, those are things that are close to my heart. And while weed is going to be a very strong economical pillar in the structure of agriculture, fisheries and husbandry, because animal husbandry, because the Now Party is vying to create that new ministry. We want a new ministry that handles this. We talk about food sustainability, it comes out of our mouth as if it's normal, yet we have no clue because we're not supporting it, we're not budgeting it, we're not doing nothing. And I'm saying we need to find a different way. The Now Party has a concept of how are we going to empower our people to, for example, build affordable homes. Because the government talks about it, but they haven't done it for the past 4 years and they ain't going to do it for the coming 4 years. They don't have the money. But that doesn't mean that St. Martin people don't have land and money. It don't mean St. Martin people can go to the bank and take a loan and build affordable homes and come to an agreement with the government how these are going to be rented, at what amounts, so that their income or their monies that they invested, they get a fair return on investment as is accordance to what's happening around us. But it means that if we're going to talk about it, we should give them tax holidays too. So let's adjust the law that it is also there for them. Create tax breaks. Healthcare, for example. Think on the seniors. They got to give 10% for them to get any sort of healthcare. But maybe we can create tax incentives so that healthcare becomes payable and everybody is going to get proper healthcare, because the present national health insurance is not going to solve our problems. We can talk as much as we want, but those that have made that law know the truth doesn't lie with everybody being able to pay for it. They can't right now. But again, there are more things. Sustainability of food. How do you guarantee this? Do agriculture, but give the people a tax break. Use a co-op. Let everybody come together and ensure that at the end of the day, it works for all of us, especially those from the country. Why can't we become millionaires in our own country? Why can't we get tax breaks and tax incentives in our own country? Why is it always reserved for those that come from abroad with a big bag of money? That's where the Now wants to make a significant difference. We got to make the change.
Hence the name of the party.
Exactly. Nation.
Remind us again.
Nation, opportunity, and wealth. Those are the 3 words that come from the abbreviation Now. And basically we are saying our people too have the right to become millionaires. There's nothing wrong with St. Martiners becoming rich. Why is it only for others and not for us? And that's how it used to be in the past, and that's something we have to try together to change it. This isn't a Now Party platform alone. This is Country St. Martin's platform. We have to make it for everybody accessible. So everybody got to be able to grasp and feel that they too stand a chance to become wealthy in their own country.
I have to ask you about the Lions Club. I see you go live sometimes and you're with the Lions and you give back to the seniors, you give back to the people. How do you juggle that? And what do the Lions mean to you?
The Lions are part of my life for the past 33 years, where I've been actively busy with them. First Leo, and then a lion. But my father and mother, they were lions and lionesses. So my father was a lion from back in the 70s. So lionism has been around me for nearly 50 years. And the one thing that lionism taught me, a valuable lesson it taught me, is it's not about you. It's about those that you serve. It isn't about what you can get, but what you can give. That was something instilled in me also by my mother. A lot of people don't know my mother was not a rich woman. She came from a very poor family. But she taught us one pants is enough. When that pants break, we get you another one. Some people believe because of the name Buncamper, I was born with a golden spoon in my mouth. That's not true. I am a descendant of slaves in this country. Many people don't know that because they see me as a white man. But my forefathers were slaves. I got the documents where they got their freedom. Yeah, that's history. But when the time is right, I will make sure that everybody could read it. Because people talk too much without knowing what they're talking about. But Lionism has always been very close to my heart. I love the Christmas time. Because on Christmas Day, just like how all we eat in ham and turkey at home, we carry out food for them. And we sit with them for a while. We carry out some juices, some drinks, a little pie, a little cake, and food. And you can eat with them. You are not above them. We are not above them. We are with them. This is something that any politician should try to do. Join a civic club for the right reasons, not to gain political mileage. Join it to help your people. You go in and you're paid a big handsome salary to do it, you don't do it. You know why? Because you don't understand it. You don't understand what it means to give without getting. A smile says it all. You know, that content, that smile on a child's face. When I gave glasses here in March, there was a little child turned around to the doctor and said, I can see. Tears ran down I don't cry easy, but tears ran down. I got emotional because it was a joy to see a child of 7 years was able to read the board now when before she couldn't even read it in front of her hand.
And are you ready to return?
Oh, I'm definitely returning. I'm just waiting for my verdict now to come and clear my name, and then I'm back inside. I don't fear that. That's the least of my concern. No, when I go back, I'm going back with more determination. There are certain things that I am going to ensure we change. One of them is that you can't suspend a parliamentarian that was duly elected by the people. We have the dumbest flaw in our constitution, which is that. Because none of the other countries within the kingdom have that. You can't suspend a parliamentarian in Holland. You can't suspend one in Aruba or Curacao or even the Best Islands. They just go and take over. And then they say, oh, we're sorry, it's illegal. But again, you can't suspend them. I was suspended while I'm fighting my case. You notice they didn't fire me because if that went wrong, they'd have to pay me out for everything again.
You're still a parliamentarian.
I am a parliamentarian. I'm still on payroll. I have all my benefits. The only thing I cannot do is stand up in Parliament and defend the people that elected me.
That doesn't stop you, though.
Oh, no. That's why that Monday podcast is so sweet.
Tell me about your team. Even as we stand here for this interview on Election Access, I see that you have team members behind you, waving at you and all that good stuff.
My team consists of different groups. The closest group right now to me in this point of the campaign is my family. You know, we haven't kicked off officially yet. Nomination didn't go in yet. So right now my family, especially my daughter, my wife and son, they're very, very closely involved in what I do and how I do it, how I talk, how I present, you know. I can be up here with words and I could be down in the gutter very fast depending on how you behave across me. You know, but I respect everybody and I try to behave in a respectful manner. But my team, I need to trust them, and I can trust these. I have a lot of other people that have called me and said, we want to campaign for you, Buncamper. I said, I don't have the money, so please don't ask me to pay for a vote because I can't do that. I don't believe in it. I have seen how it crucified my wife sometimes in an election where people would buy away votes from candidates because they wanted to win that popularity contest because of the lynch law. It hurt St. Martin badly in the last 13 years. You can see who all are sitting sometimes in Parliament that don't belong there. Not because they're bad people, but because they're not capable enough to run a country. And we got to be honest with ourselves. We can't just put on Johnny and Peter and Paul because they're popular in this country. Popularity doesn't govern. Knowledge does. And we need to start becoming honest with ourselves about who we're going to put there and why we put them there. I hope And that's why I was with the electoral reform. I was so happy when they said, oh, we're going to do Cortons and oh, we're going to do this. And then you hear the same coalition member saying, absolutely not. We don't agree with that. Corton staying. And then I asked myself, okay, so what now? Because the PFP came with a proposal. The Prime Minister picked it up and ran with it and made comments about it. But I ain't see the law. Only hearing about the law, and I don't think you can have postulation and come with a law after that. Once people postulate, the electoral reform law is in effect. You can't change it after the fact. So I don't know how this is going to really work. To be honest with you, I believe we're going to have curtains. Everybody's going to go in and vote and do what they used to do. And we're going to see what comes out of it. I just pray to God that the people of St. Martin have had enough of that and say, we're going to put people in there that can genuinely make a difference. And it mightn't be me, but there are 100 plus candidates. You vote for the candidate you truly believe can make a difference for you, not the one that paid you to make a difference. There's a big, big, big difference there, and a lot of people still believe in vote buying. I have seen it happen. I ain't going to lie to you. I've seen that move. But you know what? I know I got there on my own power, and I want to return there on my own power. And this time, I strongly believe that the population of St. Martin is going to support me. I think they believe in what my message is. They believe in what I am saying. They know it's the truth. I'm not lying about it. I have nothing to lie about. You can fact check me, what I say. And if I'm wrong, I will come back easily to my podcast and say, I made a mistake, and I want to correct it based on what I got as information. Other than that, I think this country needs a change, and the change got to come right now. Not tomorrow, not next. It got to come now. It's far overdue, and we are falling deeper and deeper into a hole. And we are reaching, like how they say in environmental terms, we are reaching the tipping point. Once the iceberg on the North Pole has melted, you can't bring it back. It's over. The same happening in St. Martin. Slowly but surely, we are losing our complete identity that we will never get it back. Yes, we will be the island of St. Martin, not necessarily the country of St. Martin. Hi, I'm Claudius Buncamper, also known as Bunks Atoncha. I'm the deputy leader of the Now Party, and I'll be the number 2 candidate on the Now Party slate. I need you all to keep watching Election Access, because with Audrey and her team, we're going to have a real show all the way down to Election Day.
Don't tell me that's the last cupcake.
Let's go get some more.
This Pina 2.0 is giving me beach vibes.